Welcome. Great to see you.
She has a new book out dealing with the power of respect. I like it.
Hold it up a little bit higher. There we go.
And Deborah, it starts at home, doesn't it?
It sure does, Roseanne.
Okay.
It sure doesn't start at the workplace, I'll tell you that.
No, it starts here, too.
It needs to.
Well,
it needs to. Okay?
Sometimes it's in
You know
short
what?
supply.
We need to get him on the couch with us, Deborah.
Stop it.
Come over here, Greg.
I need to be on a couch, that's for sure. With a doctor.
Stay with us. We're coming right back with Deborah Norville. Well, not only is she the host of Inside Edition, but she's also a best-selling author. Deborah Norville has a new book out. It's called The Power of Respect: Benefits from the Most Forgotten Element of Success. So nice to have you here again,
Rosanna.
Deborah.
This is great.
I've been reading your book. There's a lot of great information in here. I'm learning a lot.
Good.
But why respect? What brought you to respect?
I think doing what we do. You know, we have a front chair at history, they say, but I felt like lately it's been a front row seat at disrespect. I mean, look at all the things. While I was writing this book, there was the cheerleader in Florida who got beat up by her friends. They put it on the internet. The disrespectful skateboarder who mouths off to the police officer. And lately we've had even more examples. And I felt like, you know what? It's not over. It's not a lost cause. But I know from doing what I do, people don't do the right thing because it's right. But they'll do the right thing if you show them what's in it for them. So I thought maybe I could do some research, find out that there were maybe benefits to being respectful. I was knocked out by just how powerful the benefits are.
Well, you know, as a parent, one thing that I really strive to do is to teach my kids how to be respectful. There's nothing better when somebody says your kid is polite.
Yeah.
I'm over the moon. Yeah. But I have to tell you, I'm learning a lot of things in this book because there's some things that I don't do, like ignoring the negative.
It's
not in
so
my
hard.
vocabulary.
Well, it's not in any of our vocabularies as parents. We tend to want to correct our kids, but the psychologists that I spoke to say that there is a formula. If you do about 3 positives for every corrective behavior. So if your kid didn't get his clothes in the hamper, but he made his bed mostly good, say, you know, Jeffy, you did a great job making your bed, and I know tomorrow you're going to even be able to get all those clothes in the hamper. Or maybe they did remember to feed the dog. Well, they're supposed to feed the dog. It's their job. But your job is to catch them doing right. And I think as a parent, when you kind of change that focus, it's a lot easier. Oh, they did that right. And the next thing you know, you're catching all the good stuff. And children and adults respond to the positive.
Absolutely, and let's talk about the workplace. Saying nice things to your coworkers is always a good thing.
That may be the most vibrant place. Look, we are in the middle of an economic collapse, and it's been estimated that disrespect in American business costs us $64 billion a year. But when workers are made to feel appreciated, when workers are made to feel like they've got a future, and when they're made to feel like they have a voice, that what I am doing here matters, my contributions are important, and I'm appreciated for that. They work harder, they have 50% more creative ideas, and I don't know a business in the country that doesn't need every worker being creative and forward-thinking in moving forward.
Well, let's talk about some of the workplace headlines these days. David Letterman having an affair with people on his staff.
Yep.
Respect. I mean, you talk about his wife being disrespected and his staff being disrespected.
Well, you can also say it's disrespectful to yourself. A boss is in a position of leadership, and it shows, I think, in many people's minds, a flaw in leadership when you do mix business and pleasure in the same place. It's one thing if it's 2 co-workers, but when it's someone who is clearly the top guy on the pole, having relationships with others, it sets up, no matter how friendly the relationship may be and how well it's working, it sets up a culture of questioning, and that ultimately doesn't augur well for the business. And I think, you know, Dave's ratings are out the roof, but there's a lot of consternation behind the scenes.
Deborah Norville, I'm really enjoying this book, The Power of Respect. I'm learning a lot. I need to reprogram myself.
You're doing fine. You're doing fine, but I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you, Rosanna.
Really appreciate you being here. The Power of Respect is out now, so go out and buy it.